Isn't that just adorable? I think I kind of cut myself off, but I was saying, wouldn't it be cool if they included the first 5 games and then was it? I think it was the 4th game that was really buggy and kind of rushed. Like if they patched it up and whatnot, you know, made it stable. Office pets. Spyro. Beanox. Yeah. These are pretty cute. Well, overall, I thought that it was a very fun Sledgehammer Games. What? All right, I didn't. Apparently, Sledgehammer helped. It's very solid, and you know, for the it's one of those things where it's like, you know, sometimes the first game in a series is it's popular, but then the sequels come out, and they could be a lot better. And sometimes the first game, like, you know, when you look back, oh my god, Zoe. When you look back, the first game can almost seem underwhelming, but you know, it's always to remind you like how the series got its start, because every game series has to start somewhere. So I'm really curious to see how the second and third game followed up from this and see what improvements they brought. Because while I think Spyro is unique in its own right, I don't really know where I was going with that, but like, you know, it was fun all the way through. I really enjoyed it. I definitely think that last boss fight was underwhelming. Like, it definitely wasn't the hardest boss fight. If anything, it was just a little more on the annoying side, but good one, Spyro. Solid game though, and I had fun playing it. I mean, it's important to remember, yeah, I was born in the late 90s, but I didn't, that doesn't mean I was playing the games that were releasing then. I started, it only makes sense that because I was born in the late 90s, I started more with the 6th generation. Yes, I have an N64, and that's the first game console I remember playing, but I think Super Mario 64 may have been one of the very first 3D games I played, but like, because I was a Nintendo guy, I didn't play Banjo-Kazooie and Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie, I think that's how it's pronounced. I didn't play Spyro. I might have played Spyro, but or I might have just saw someone playing it. It's very, very vague memory. I never actually. You know what? I have a Crash game on the GameCube, but that, again, that's not a '90s platformer. That was an early 2000s platformer. What other, like, because obviously during the N64, PlayStation 1, the 5th generation, that's when 3D platformers were becoming more mainstream, like really start to appear, right? So I didn't grow up with, like, if you want to call it the first generation 3D platformer games. I started more with the games in the 6th generation. So it's kind of hard for me to gauge in terms of like a game, that's taken from the PS1 era, because that's technically a little bit before my time, before I really got into games. Because when did this first game come out? I believe this game came out in '98, right? The year I was born. So unless I was playing games at a month or not even so old, like, these are really cute, I have to say. It looks like their equivalent to Starbucks is a phone. It's like a ice cream sundae or milkshake. The game's very colorful, and some of the stuff I say here is going to be applicable to all games because they're all going to share the same graphical visual style. So, I mean, I can already say that obviously all the games are going to look fucking fantastic because of how colorful they are and how everything looks. And like sound-wise and everything, I think it all sounds good. God damn it, Spyro. It's almost got like an evil face going on there. There was still one more dragon to get in the other place, so I wonder if we need to head back there real quick. Insomniac Games. Oh, I guess I should mention, because maybe it's somewhat relevant, but like, Crash. What is the game called? Crash CTR Racing or whatever, that's getting remastered. Again, I didn't play that. I would have been like 2 years old when that game was released, so... maybe even 1 year old, pretty close to 2 years, but again, I never played that, and... again, I wasn't even a PlayStation kid growing up, which is, it's always makes me feel a little weird when I've talked, or when like I either watch a lot of content creators that, YouTubers that grew up playing PlayStation 1 games, because it's like I don't have a history to pull from here. Like, I don't have any personal connection or nostalgic memories with these games. Motion graphics creative team later. So for me, these games don't really hold any sentimental value, like they're it's just a new game for me to play. And granted, I did play like Spyro, Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon, so I have some Spyro history, but otherwise I've always, PlayStation 1 stuff, or just PlayStation exclusive stuff, I have very little to no experience with, because I was mostly a Nintendo and Xbox kid growing up. So I'm guessing, is the credits for all these games going to be the song? I only feel it's like, I feel like, I need to leave this stuff in because these people put all their work into it and whatnot, so I feel that their name should be up on, should be shown these are the people who put the time and effort into making the game what it is and making sure it was good. So I feel I need to pay my respects. Joe Cam, Daniel Pack, Kei Hitsu, Global It. Oh my god. I'm gonna say I did notice some kind of stuttering there in this session. So I don't know, if I decide to continue with the second game, that's probably gonna be a separate recording session just so I can go through what I did record for this game and make sure it's all at least much better than, like, you know, the first two sessions I did where I had some problem with the loading screens. Well, after, like, when I load in and it kind of skipped a little bit. So I'm gonna make sure, I'm just gonna go through and check in my recording that all is well. One day these credits will end. One day. Oh, good. See, that's how long the credits are. It did the auto darken on my screen because of how long I've been sitting here watching fucking credits. Are we done yet? Jesus. Like, I don't know, is it going through, like... I know there's a lot of work on this game, but Jesus Christ. I guess while we're here, I can talk about Smash Ultimate because that's out now, and maybe I'll put some more time into that. You know, I was thinking about recording the World of Light, but I'm kind of glad I didn't because it's not... I think it's alright, it's interesting, but it's nothing like Subspace Emissary where you have over an hour of cutscenes to watch and there's like a constant narrative. Like you're given your real end goal right away. You already know what you gotta do. I mean, technically you could say the same about Subspace Emissary, but like so far out of the hours I put in there, which is like 5 more hours, it's not like there's been another cutscene for me to watch. I've only unlocked a handful of characters because I'm not doing it I don't know, I won't say cheap way, but like I'm sure a lot of other people are doing it the easier ways or the fast way, where I've just been unlocking characters mainly from the World of Light. And by whenever I exit World of Light, I usually get a challenger alert from some random character. So I've unlocked like I think 15 characters or something, and there's 74 characters, so I have a long way to go. Hey, I'd like to actually put some serious time into that and get somewhere. Because like for me, when I started, the first thing I wanted to do was unlock Lucario. That was my first. The first thing I was like, I need to find out where the fuck Lucario is. I'm not gonna look it up either. And I'm actually happy because I found him somewhat early on. So, like, I still had to play for a while, but I did find him. So now I am just slowly getting through levels. Part of me is surprised though. It's like, with so many characters, you almost feel like you'd be unlocking more quicker, if that makes sense. But you like the hub world is really big, and some areas are almost like just spammed with those spirit battles or whatever you want to call them, right? So sometimes I just come across an area and I see that there's like a shit ton. I'm like, oh my god. Holy shit, these credits though. So I'm kind of glad that I chose not to record it, because I don't think it would be very fun to watch. Maybe I can in the future. If someone wanted me to see that, but I'd probably want to do it after playing Subspace Emissary. Not that there's really a huge connection there, but I think it would mean something. I believe there's an ending cutscene, but I haven't watched it because I don't want to spoil myself. I would like to actually get there myself, so... Roger Craig Smith. Oh my god, are we at the end? Holy fucking shit. No sheep were harmed. A few Norks, but no sheep. Aww. The guy in the bottom left, he's like falling asleep while doing the thing. No, after those credits, no, I don't think the adventure continues. Is this the other dragon?
Nasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Nasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
Are you fucking kidding me? God fucking damn it. Well, if I do decide to do that, that's gonna be on my own time. Like, I'm really close on some of these. Which means it's like I'm literally just missing like a gem, like a few gems. What am I missing here? 100 gems. Alright, well, I mean, I got these two are 100%. That one's just missing. Like, yeah, I'm really close on some of these, so if I do come back, 100, no, that's 12,000. So yeah, if I come back to this, I will do the stuff on my own time because I hate myself that much. Granted, I don't think this will be the hardest game to do it in. I'll just be a little frustrated because, see, even if I look up a walkthrough, I'm not going to be exactly sure what I missed. So I'll have to watch through like all of the, like pretty much the whole video and do everything the guy does. It's not the worst thing ever. I'm just saying it will be a little tedious. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's possible I'll do it because I by no means do I think it will be that hard in a game like this. And it's kind of funny because I was like, I know earlier on I was like, I hope there's nothing like that's to do with collecting everything because I would be annoyed, but there is. So, god fucking damn it. What's our time? 6 hours 49 minutes. That might be. I might have left the game running a few times. So. That will be it for me for now. Oh my god, Spyro. That's not right. You know that's not right. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, ciao for now. Bye.